Alright, we back. It's your boy Clips the General. Welcome to another video. Today's video, the title is pretty spicy. Haven't seen the video yet, you already know how this go. But the title goes, gender role debate goes left. Which, most of the time they always do. Let's be real. Anytime you get into a gender role kind of debate, it gets crazy. You feel what I'm saying? But before we get into this video, y'all already know what I need y'all to do, man. I need you to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and make sure you share the video. Like, I appreciate all the love I'm getting so far. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody that's, you know what I'm saying, helping me push this channel forward. You are greatly appreciated. But let's get into it.
Andrea, can you show us an example of, because I've never really seen it, what like being feminine and dominant looks like if you were to interact with like one of the men on the panel? Because I'm curious how that
I've been showing it all night. I'm pretty damn dominant, and I think it's pretty obvious. I don't understand how other way to explain it besides me stating my opinion and standing on it and not allowing people to make me feel bad for having an opinion. I don't know. I just feel like people get in their heads where they feel like this is the way the world looks for everybody, and that's not the case. And a man is not less masculine if he decides to have a dominant girlfriend. Some men are passive. Some women are.
Whoa. We starting off hot. We starting off hot. I don't know what the fuck she talking about. I don't know what the fuck there's nothing. Well, I can only speak for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing about me wants a dominant woman. Like, huh? And I don't understand the mindset of men that are attracted to that. I personally don't get it. I don't understand the allure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand it. That shit is wild to me.
And expressive and dominant, and some men like that and cater to that because their mom was supposed to step away. I don't know what happened to them, but they like it.
Women are also masculine, aggressive.
Nobody am I masculine?
Really date them.
I look masculine to you, or do
you look far in between? That chin a little strong, girl.
And it looks fabulous. And you're mad
what if tomorrow your boyfriend calls you and say, "Hey, look, I think it's time to have kids. I want to have kids." What are your response?
I'm going to say, I don't know. We got to talk about that because I want to get my master's degree and I want to do things in my community, and that might hold me up. So maybe. Yeah,
and you will end up being single. That's just what it is. You're going to end up being single if that's your response. Ladies, listen, and it may sound fucked up. Most men don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, honestly, we don't give a fuck about your accolades in that regard. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, if that's what you're going for, we're gonna support you and all of that type of shit. But when those shit like that interferes with, you know what I'm saying, life shit, yeah, it could get sticky. The man said, "Namaj, this is your husband. He ready to have kids and all this other shit, and you talking about, oh nah, I gotta get my master's degree, I gotta help the community." How long that shit gonna take? Like, you expect this man to just wait however many years for you to get all that together and then have, like, ain't nobody trying to fucking have kids when they goddamn 40, son. Like, the fuck?
On the same page.
Lord help him.
Yeah, because I am helping them, and that's what I want to do. Everyone doesn't.
Do you think you look feminine? Andrea, you think you look feminine?
I think I look amazing and beautiful and vibrant and confident and sensational. That's what I think.
Yeah, nobody cares what you think.
Yeah, I was really just so. Let me rephrase this, Andrea. Do you think that femininity is a look or it's a behavior? You muted.
Go ahead, say some stupid shit. Go ahead.
I think that what's understood needs no explanation. I mean, if you're feminine, you're feminine. I mean,
answer the question. I hate when people do that. I really hate when people do that. Somebody asks you a direct question and you want to beat around the bush with all the fuckery. Answer the question. Just answer the question. You ain't no, well, you want to fucking beat around the bush and give all these, try to be all philosophical and shit. Just answer. It was a direct question. Answer the question. Yeah, I could tell she gonna piss me off. I could tell.
You don't even have to necessarily be a woman to be feminine. People are walking around.
And there we go. And there, just that quick. Just that fucking quick. Just that quick. Just that fucking quick. Oh, man.
Making choices for themselves, deciding how they want to appear in the world based on them being masculine or feminine. So I don't think it's just, and then everyone has the ability, even men have the ability to be feminine or masculine. I mean, it's a spectrum, and I don't think that.
Okay, so if that's your response, then technically the answer you should have said. He asked you, was it a look or? Damn, I can't remember the exact word he said, but he said it's either, is femininity a look or an action? It's a fucking action. You could have just said that. Instead of doing all this fucking verbal gymnastics. You could have just said that. This shit annoys me. He asked a direct question. Just give a direct answer. You want to do all the fuckery.
Sitting here defining duties and things like servitude as a way to like say you're more feminine, I think that's crazy.
What's crazy is this spectrum that you keep talking about that don't exist. Are you talking about the alphabet community?
I am.
Yeah,
we're talking about men and women.
Yeah, we are talking
women.
about
People are showing up different these days. You guys need to get with the program.
No.
Be progressive. Get with the program. Life is changing.
It's only two genders, man, woman. That's it.
For you, because you're not opening up your mind to see things different.
Open up my mind to see what?
To see things different than what you're used to. Yeah.
How many?
Wait. What the fuck you mean? As she stated a fact. Listen, I have no issues with any community. Do what you do. I don't really give a shit. But you can't dispute a fact. You can't dispute it. You cannot dispute a scientific fact. You either was born a woman or you were born a man. It's just what it is. Boy, girl, man, woman. That's it. You can't argue a fact. Well, you're not open-minded and fuck all that, man. Let's stick to the facts. You want to do all this buffoonery? Just stick to the facts. She stated a fact. The fuck?
Do you think there are, Andre?
Like what?
I think that there is a variety of different ways people decide to show up in the world, and no one's approval is needed for them to feel that way. So, I mean, this is a panel of people with different life experiences.
That wasn't the question.
This bitch just saying shit.
I'm sorry.
Like,
I just.
is there a number that you have in your head, or there's no number? Do you have a number?
Not that I can think of at this time.
Yeah, of course you don't.
For whatever the individual decides they want to be, I mean, that's their gender. Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't come on here and be like, oh yeah.
I think you're in the wrong panel. I think you're in the wrong panel, Andrea.
No, I'm not. I'm in the right panel because I'm a different perspective. I bring a different perspective. I'm not. It's not an echo chamber.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Yeah, we want to be able to have different perspectives to keep the show interesting. And I mean, people exist in a world that we might not necessarily agree with, and to interact with people respectfully, we can at least hear what they have to say. And if you find a flaw in the logic, you can point it out and show them, hey, this is where I see you going wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, so we can keep everybody on the panel as long.
Well, Marcus, don't you see a flaw in that logic? Why don't you tell us a flaw in the logic?
I do see a flaw in the logic.
Tell us what you think.
I think that there are only two genders. There's only men and women, and that when you pervert those things and put women in men's roles and men in women's roles, that when that occurs, the balance and the power dynamic within relationships are skewed, and those relationships tend to end in divorce, or he might turn 50 and decide that he's going to become a woman and end that whole family.
Whoa. How the fuck do we get there? Holy shit. Damn. I understand what he's saying, but cutting the swam off at 50 is crazy. That's kind of crazy. That shit is wild. You want to switch up at 50? Damn. Whoo, shit. I mean, well, the Jenner nigga did it. Bruce Jenner nigga did it. So, I mean, I guess. But I mean, I don't understand that kind of, that way of thinking that, oh, if you switch the roles, then you gotta like switch the gender. Like, that's a little far. That's going a little far if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know people that are in kind of situations where the woman that they dealing with is more of a, you know what I'm saying? Their demeanor is more masculine, and the dude kind of like, I ain't gonna say submits, but he kind of like, he just goes with it. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't trying to wear a dress. You dig what I'm saying? So, I don't get it.
Now it's two separated adults as opposed to the people that were within that family operating. I think that it does take a village to raise a child, but you need to see clear examples of those two genders within the. So it could be multiple granddads with a father, granddad, great granddad within the vicinity of the child to provide them a perfect example of what masculinity looks like. And I think femininity is extremely powerful, and women, mother, sister, cousin also need to be there to provide that child a framework on what it looks like to have a mother in the house, because there are things you need from each parent. And although you can, be nurturing as a man, I think when you cross into the line, it confuses the children.
I don't know about that one. Because being a nurturing man to your kids, how the fuck is that going to confuse the kid? That part I don't understand. Like, how would that confuse your kid? I don't get that part. Like, most women are better at the nurturing part, but to have a man that disciplines and nurtures his children, I don't see how the fuck that's a bad thing. Like, that part I don't agree with that at all. I don't. Now, me personally, I do struggle with the nurturing part, but I attempt it. You know what I'm saying? I attempt to do it. I struggle with it. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I don't, but I definitely do struggle with it. But to say that if a man nurtures his kids, it will confuse the kids, I don't see that. I don't understand that. I may be ignorant to it. You know what I'm saying? I may need somebody to like kind of explain that one to me, but that one I just don't. I don't get it. I really don't get that.
Did that answer your question, Queenie?
Mm-hmm. I think the discussion needs to end on this topic because it was in the DSM and it's still there under the term gender dysphoria. So it's already been diagnosed and assigned a nomenclature as a mental illness. So I don't understand why this discussion persists. It's quite outrageous, actually. So I'm going to mute out on that.
I would love for you guys to show me some peer-reviewed research that says that.
All you have to do is look up the DSM-TR5.
No, I would like you to provide that since you said it.
It's called the DSM-TR5. That's all you have to do is look it up.
Send me the link and I'll take a look at it. And I can show you a peer-reviewed article that says the complete opposite.
And I've read them, and they have no evidence to determine that those things exist or that there's some type of science to prove it. So again, we're dealing with like, I haven't
read anything. I didn't say
it's already been diagnosed.
You're lying. You're making that
kind of strange.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
Andrea, where are your people from?
From God.
No, yeah, like where your people from?
They're from God. They're Jesus' children.
Yeah, she's the R word. And y'all know what the hell I mean. Can't really say it for YouTube purposes, but she a little slow. She on the DSM-5 herself. Like, I don't know why people have conversations with people like this, because I personally couldn't do it because it would annoy the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? But she's a goof. She is a goof.
Now your grandparents, like, what was they born?
They were.
Are you from the US?
I'm sorry?
Are they from the US? Are you Black?
Yes, I am. Mm-hmm.
What from down south? From where? Where are your people from?
I don't know. Why? Why does it matter?
It matters because It matters.
Where are your people from?
It matters. My people are from Texas, by the way, Alabama.
Okay.
But I can trace my family back to 1726, so I know exactly where I'm from.
That's great.
And it matters because we sitting here talking about, we standing on lineage business tonight, and you sitting here talking about you flip-flopping genders. That's not something that we agree with.
Who is we?
Lineage, Black Americans.
Speak for yourself.
I'm speaking for my lineage.
Well, I don't know who made you.
I feel like I don't understand how you would think that you're going to have a successful family. Maybe you don't want a family. Maybe you don't come from a good family. I don't know.
Are you taking this personal? Seems like
at this point, I'm just asking questions because it's coming across as very ignorant. Like you're
Yeah. I could not sit on a panel with her at all. Like I would have to mute my mic and like refrain from saying anything. Like just the way she talked and the way her mannerisms it's like she would really piss me off. Like there was a couple of points in here that I agreed with. There was a couple that I didn't agree with so much. Do I believe there are gender roles? Yes. Do I believe if a man takes on certain roles that a woman normally does, or a woman takes on a role that a man normally does, that it confuses anything? No. Because people do this shit every day. People do it every day. You have men that cook majority of the meals in their home. You have men that nowadays you have some men that work from home. So they do a lot of things that the typical, stay-at-home mom would do. You feel what I'm saying? And you have women that are head of households. You have women that are now you have some women that are like kind of making their way into male-dominated workforce jobs, construction, plumbing, and things of that nature. So I mean, it happens every day. I don't think it fucking changes any goddamn thing because it's a small minority. It's not the majority. You feel what I'm saying? It's a small minority. So I don't really think it does anything. That's just me personally. Again, I may be ignorant to this. I don't know. But I don't really think that kind of changes anything. But y'all let me know what y'all feel down in the comment section. And before y'all go, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all of that good stuff. It definitely helps, the algorithm push my channel out and get more eyes on it. So I would appreciate, the support. And I'll check y'all on the next one.